Hey, it's Risa G coming in from her cluttered kitchen. And as you know, I have gone on and off of paleo lifestyle since 2015 when I first tried it so that I could figure out. Now, it wasn't to lose weight. Believe me, I know I don't need to lose weight. I'm always around 100 to 110 pounds. I'm 5 foot tall. I really don't need to lose weight. I need to flatten out some bumps and whatever, but I don't need to lose any weight. So I try to eat that way just so that I can feel better, because I found that if I keep my sugar in check and I don't eat processed food and I eat fruit instead of candy, that those three things make me feel a hell of a lot better. Okay, I don't get cravings. I am not fatigued. I don't fall asleep while watching TV at night. And I just feel a lot better in general if I keep high protein and low sugar. So I'm going to be going back to doing that in January, as most people do. They go on diets or whatever. But to me, this is not a diet. It's the way I should be eating. And so I do it for a few months, and then I go off for a couple weeks, and I go back on, just so that I'm not depriving myself completely. And it's just mentally better for me to just do little spurts here and there, even if it makes me feel worse after a week or so. But that way, mentally, I feel better, that I wasn't depriving myself, because as we know, if you deprive yourself, it gets to you. You know, you feel crappy. You really do. And you know that you're just going to go and eat anything, especially when you're on a low calorie diet. There's not a low calorie diet. I try to keep my protein high up. I do 2 meals with just protein and protein and vegetable, and I do one with carbs, and I avoid sugary snacks and processed snacks, and I don't really avoid like everything like that you're supposed to do, like on Whole30 or whatever. I don't go completely non-dairy. I don't go completely non-carb. I try, if I'm going to eat carbs, I try to eat high or complex carbohydrates, and I only do it a couple times a week when I'm doing this. But anyway, while I was doing it the last time, I found the following things that really help to keep me satiated and to offset the fatigue that I get from eating too much sugar and too many carbohydrates. So I wanted to show them to you. All of these can be found either at Trader Joe's or major supermarkets, health food stores, and Costco. Okay, so they're all fairly easy, especially with the internet. They're very easy to find. Okay. Okay, when I was first doing paleo the last time, my big thing is I wanted to be able to eat sandwiches or burgers, but I didn't like eating meat between lettuce. For some reason, that lettuce wrap thing really did nothing for me and didn't help the situation. All it does is fall apart. Yeah, it's crunchy, but it falls apart and really very irritating. So I was at Costco, and I found these things. Cauliflower sandwich thins from outerisle.com. They're made in Santa Barbara, California, so they're USA made, which is an important thing to me. And they are wonderful. They are 100 calories. There's 9 grams of protein in a serving and 2 grams of net carbs. And they're wonderful. I use them basically, as it says, as toast. Okay, I use them as buns. But you can also use them, because they're bendable, you can also use them as taco shells. And they really are wonderful. Okay? And they are mainly cauliflower. All right, they are cauliflower, whole grain, I think it's rice, it says. Whole grain something. Even with glasses, I can't really read it. I think it's rice. And it's got eggs. So, oh, if you can't eat eggs, these are not for you, okay? But they're mainly cauliflower, rice, and some seasonings, and some Parmesan cheese, and some egg, okay? They're really, really good. And especially if you toast them or put them in the air fryer for a couple of minutes, they're wonderful, okay? And they freeze beautifully. What I do is when I get home, I make 2 packets. I think it's, what is it, 12 of them in here? I think, no, 14 of them in here. I make 2 packets of 7, and I freeze them. And then when I want a package, I put them in the refrigerator, and they last a good couple of weeks without going rotten, okay? They're fabulous. That's one thing. Also, obviously, when you eat paleo, you don't eat rice. And cauliflower rice, as we know, is a wonderful substitute. Yes, you can buy it frozen. All the major brands make it. But this is a shelf-stable one in a packet that I buy at Costco. And it's wonderful. And it's so convenient. It's in a microwavable pouch. But usually what I do is I just cut it open and take it out and just either stir fry it or put it in a microwave safe container, because I don't like cooking in these things. And they're wonderful. There's 2/3 of a cup is a serving. It's 25 calories, which is basically nothing. 1 gram of sugar. Wonderful. There's also another brand that they sell, I think Earthly Delights, that they used to sell. I don't think they sell it anymore. Which is also sort of like this. And it's great. I mix it with rice, but usually whole grain rice, brown rice, wahani rice, jasmine rice, all the different rices. If I'm gonna eat white rice, I use like 1/3 of a cup of white rice to a pouch of this. If I really want regular rice, okay? Is that. Okay. Now, if I'm gonna have a smoothie or a shake of some kind, I go with something like this egg powder. Now, this one is a chocolate flavor that I found at Shoprite on sale for 12 bucks. And it's got 0 sugar, 3 grams of carb, 1 of fiber. So that's 2 grams of usable. It's really good. But it does not have sugar. Instead, this one uses stevia, which, as we know, is an all-natural sweetener. It's a plant. So there's that. But you can also just get other things like, there's, I think, Julie brand on Amazon that has just egg white powder or egg powder. Those can be used too, to add to smoothies, to add protein, okay? Because it's 120 calories and 24 grams of protein in 2 ounces. So if I want a smoothie for breakfast, I go with something like this. I add a bit of banana or strawberry, a couple of scoops of this, and some coconut water. It's wonderful. Okay, now, of course, we want a snack. Who doesn't want a snack? But when you're snacking on paleo, there's really not a lot of choice. Anyway, when I first started, there was no choice of snacks. You had to come up with your own ideas. Until recently, Lilly's chips. Now, we can find these at Costco now. Shoprite also sells them in, I think, 8-ounce or 7-ounce packages or something like that. It's not a full pound. And this is a pound. This is 1.5 pounds. And I think I paid $6, I think. And they're making wonderful, that's just the Instant Pot. Making some beef for dog food. Anyway, I love these because there's no sugar. No added sugar, no sugar. And it is stevia. It's not sucralose, which is Splenda. It's not equal. It's none of the sweeteners. It's stevia. So that's wonderful. And you can make your own little candies. I made myself little peppermint candies for the holiday. Just a little peppermint extract. Melted this down and put it in little cups. All right. So You want snacks, all right? Everybody wants snacks, all right? There's plantain chips. There are plain ones, there are flavored ones, and less than 1 gram of sugar. Now, my whole thing with sugar is if I'm going to eat it, it has to be less than 5 grams in a serving. All right, now a serving of this is 14. This is kind of high in carb, though, for me, which is 17 grams of carbs. So I eat half of this, which is 7 chips, and I'm good, okay? But there's this brand that, of course, if you're at Trader Joe's, you can get things like this, which are not plantain. There's rice. So I only have this once in a while because it is rice. And it does have some things in it that are not particularly clean. But if I want a spicy snack, I go with these Mochi Rice Nuggets because they're spicy. When it says spicy, they're spicy. They have habanero in them, and black pepper, and white pepper, and chipotle, and a Japanese pepper called sancho. It's very spicy. So these are only 9 nuggets in a serving, but they're high in carbs. See, 20 grams of carb. So I only have like 4 of them. I take 4, I put them in a little snack bag, and I bring them to work, and I have 4 of them. All right, there's that. Trader Joe's also has chocolate drizzled plantain chips. And these are 19 grams, so a half cup is a serving. They say half cup is a serving, so I have a 1/4 cup, which means it's like 10 grams of sugar. 10 grams of carb and 2 grams of sugar. If I want something a little bit more sweet, I go with these because they are plantain chips, and it's the first ingredient. Plantain chips, dark chocolate, unsweetened chocolate, which is basically cocoa butter, milk fat, and it's really, these are fairly clean too. These, and then if I want a snack that's a little bit more savory, now these seem a little weird, but they're really good. They're really, really good. Shiitake mushroom crisps. Okay, I find these at Costco. They're lightly cooked and seasoned, and then they're, I guess, dehydrated because they're mainly shiitake mushroom and oil. But they also have maltose, which makes them slightly sweet. 4 grams of sugar in a serving of 15 pieces. So I'll bring 7 of these to work and have them on my snack and eat them very slowly on my 15-minute break. And I'll get 2 grams of sugar, which is not bad. But they're really good. They sound weird, but they're really good. They're ever so slightly sweet from the maltose. They're crunchy. They fit all of those things that you want in a snack. They're crunchy. It's a little sweet. I like either sweet or spicy on my snack. So if I want sweet, I go with these. If I want spicy, I go with these, and I'm good. All right. Now also, when we want, sometimes we want soda, but soda is obviously very high in sugar. And I found these at Shoprite. They're 0 sugar. They come in 5 flavors. They're called Swoon. Now I've tried, I think 3 or 4 of them. There was lemonade. There was pink lemonade. It was half and half, which is lemonade and iced tea. There was an iced tea, and then there was one other. I forget what. Oh, ginger, like ginger beer, sort of. And I've tried, I think at this point, 3 out of 5. There is no sugar at all, okay? It's filtered water, lemon juice concentrate. It has organic, no, ginger. It has ginger juice. This one has ginger juice. This is the ginger one. And it's got lemon oil, citric acid, fruit extract. All right, it's got monk fruit. That's what makes it a little sweet. All right. Now, of course, if you're lactose intolerant and lactic acid might bother you, then these aren't for you. Like Trevor, he doesn't like effervescent carbonated things anyway, or lemonade. But if he did, he wouldn't be able to drink these. But they're really good. Swoon is really good. If you can get them, and you can get them on sale, because at one point they were like 3 for $5 or something like that at Shoprite. If you can find them, they're really worth it because they are lemonade, but way less sweet, okay? There's no sugar. It's just monk fruit. So it's really good. 5 calories, no fat, no sodium, like 1 gram of carb, no sugar, and they're wonderful, okay? All right, I think that's it. Those are my favorite paleo / keto / low carb / zero sugar favorite items. I will put any links that I have to any of them in my notes. And if you're following paleo or keto, let me know, and any possible snacks or items that you use to keep you satiated and to keep you from going backwards and eating the evil sugar, because I'd really like to know, is there anything else aside from like Dr. Pepper zero sugar and things like that, which I also love in limited amounts, okay? Because obviously it's a processed thing and it's not healthy. It's not healthy, but I do have it on hand for those urges when I want soda because it is zero sugar. But anyway, if you have any other zero sugar items that you like, let me know, because always happy to try new items. Okay, if you like this video, please click and subscribe, press that little bell, and come back again to Reese's Cluttered Kitchen. Bye.